YouTube, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Titan's Return Walgreens exclusive Legends class Wingspan and Cloudraker 2-pack. Now this, like I said, is a Walgreens exclusive, retails at $17.99, and you get two Legends. You get the Wingspan and Cloudraker. Now these guys, Wingspan is the brother of Pounce, and Cloudraker is the brother of Fast Clash, and I do the quotes because Fast Clash's original G1 name was Fastlane, but I don't know why they changed that, but whatever. So this is the packaging. Just opening up the video with this, and you know what? I really like how they set this up. It's a really nice package. You have a nice window. You get to see. Excuse the glare. Let me get that. There you go. It's a little bit better. You do get a nice window box here, so you can see Wingspan and Cloudraker. Really nice. To apologize for the glare, it's really bad. So, and you know, Titan's Return, there they is in their alt modes, which really nice piece of artwork. Here is the same piece of artwork here on the sides as Titan's Return. On the back we do have their bio, and like I just said, clone brother of Decepticon Pounce, clone brother of Fast Clash. That's their bio. They don't do anything else. Just kidding. Wingspan does change into a bird, a robotic bird, and Cloudraker does change into a jet. I was really surprised on how close or how similar the transformations were for G1, and I'll get into that later. Nice Decepticon logo here on the side. We have a bunch of writing on the bottoms, where it's made, all the other little stuff. There's the barcode if you want that to search for it. Have someone search for it at Walgreens for you up top. Nothing up here, just a Decepticon logo. And that's it for the packaging. So let me get these guys out and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and right before you, this is Wingspan, this is Cloudraker, and they look really good. Very close homage to their G1 counterparts. You can tell here that I'm not sure if these work or if these just kind of stay lightly faded. I haven't seen them get any darker. It used to have the rub sticker here on the crotch for their Decepticon logo, which I'm kind of glad they removed. And put the rub symbol here. It is nice to see the rub symbol though. Again, it's pretty cool when they do that just for certain figures. So here is Wingspan, and he is very close to his G1 counterpart. Really like the paint and just the detailing that they did with him, and you can tell kind of what he changes into a little bit. And here is Cloudraker. Before I get into articulation and everything, I just kind of want to show these figures off in their modes, or in their bot modes, just kind of give you an idea what they look like before we get started. So what else is in the package? Just like every other Titan's Return figure we've gotten, except for the box sets, we do get their trading cards. So we have Cloudraker in his alt mode, and he does have his tech specs here on the back. And then we do get Wingspan in his alt mode, and we get more tech specs. I'm going to move the light just a little bit because I'm getting a glare. There we go. Nice piece of art there. And tech specs here on the back, and he is super smart. So anyway, there's that. You do get the instructions for both Wingspan and Cloudraker. One side is each side just has their instructions. Very easy and intuitive instructions, and they're actually kind of fun to transform. So let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. Their head is just on a swivel, just like their G1 counterparts. No ball joint. Their arms are on a ball joint, so you can extend the shoulder out. He does do the full 360. He does have a bicep swivel, and he does have a ball jointed elbow, so he can get just over 90 degrees. Not much over, but a little bit. And you know, he can do the splits. He does have a I'll show you what this is about. That's part of transformation. He does have a thigh swivel and a bend at the knee, just under 90 degrees, and that is part of transformation. Actually, no, it just stops. They just did a cut there. Actually, no, it is part of transformation. Sorry. So that's that, and that is it for Wingspan. And for Cloudraker, it is the same articulation. His head can do a full 360. You know, arms are out, ball jointed elbows, over 90-degree bend, full 360. They both, due to articulation, they do have a really crazy shoulder joint, and this is really just part of the transformation, and so does Wingspan, so you know. And it is part of the transformation, but you can get some, use those and get some really dynamic poses out of that. And of course the splits, and the same thing, he does have a piece blocked because of the wing for transformation kibble on his back here. I actually don't mind the backpack either. I think the backpack is fine. The G1s did clean up a lot nicer in that you did have the fin, but the fin went all the way in, I believe, in the back of his head. And then this piece actually slid up into his body, and after you did the splits and changed him, then you would push the head in. You would push, was it the head? I believe you pushed, I think you pushed the head in. You turn the thing around and you push the head in to give him the tail fin, and then you would have the cockpit come out of the crotch area. But that's that. So for comparison, you do have them both next to each other. I'm going to adjust the camera just a smidgen here. Here they are with their brother counterparts here. Actually, I guess I should have just left it. So you can see they're the same size because they're twins and all that stuff. So, and it's really nice to see these guys in the shelf. Like I have the brothers standing together on both, on my Decepticon shelf and my Autobot shelf. So I think they look really good. I really wish I kept my G1 versions of these now, because it would really be nice to see them side by side. So, and let's go ahead and get these guys out of the way. And then let's go ahead and here they are with your standard deluxe figure. Here he is with Titan's Return Blur. So get an idea there. And then go ahead and get him off there. And here they are. I'm going to turn the camera again. Here they are with Voyager class Megatron. So you get an idea. I mean, these guys are Legends class figures. These are $9.99 figures separately out on the shelf. If they were sold separately, like Brawn or Kickback or any of the others, they're the exact same size. Now the cool thing is at the Walgreens, it's only $17.99, so you do get a $3 discount or a $2 discount buying them in the set, which is really cool. So, and here they are with a Titan Master that is Titan Master Rodimus Prime, and you can see he is very, very tiny. Even, I mean, comes up to their knee. That's not too bad. So we're going to need him later, show off a couple of extra features. So let's go ahead and start with Wingspan. And here we go. We'll go ahead. Now, the fists don't tuck in, which is too bad. I wish they did. But these, the feet, for the bird feet, do rotate just a little bit. I'll get that in articulation. So we're going to come here and tuck that in like so. And like so. Turn the head, and then bring the bird head over at this here, and you're going to bring this up. So you're going to separate this. You'll see these hinged pieces here. You do that like so, and you're going to turn this piece out. And you're going to bring, now you'll see there's a tab here, and there is a, when you bring this, oh, it's right here. I forgot where it was. There's a slot right here, and you're just going to bring the leg up. And just tab that in. See, it'll just poke in there. We're going to go ahead and do that on the same side here. You got the tab here, and then we're going to do, and you'll see it, see the, right there, that slot, and a little opening, it just tabs in right there, and you can just unfold the wing there, and the bird there. Now he's all tabbed in, ready to go. I wish there was something to keep the arms in place a little bit better, and I just angle the feet a little bit, so look up at you. And here he is in his bird mode. And I do like the bird mode for him. Like I said, I wish they did change a couple of other things. But this is a nice nice homage to the original Wingspan. I really like him. So nice details in the face. You can see his eye is painted orange. Mouth does not open. You can tell where the arms are, especially if you just transformed him. And then, of course, the back of the head's here. Yeah, but he does have actually really nice painted wings. This is just like so. And as you can tell, I'm just going to get into this now, there is a cradle right here. If you look at it, it looks like a seat. You can take any Titan Master you want. You take this nub here, that little nub there, and you just plug that into the back, and boom. He can ride around with him. Or whatever Titan Master or whoever you want can ride around on his back. So it's kind of cool. Just a neat little additional play feature. Leave him there. And then we have Cloudraker. I'm going to go ahead and transform him. You're going to rotate the hands in, and you're going to bring, actually we're going to do that in a second. Just kind of get this out of the way. You're going to take the, bring these up like so, just to bring them in front of them so you can get them kind of out of the way. You're going to turn the head around like so to bring up the spoiler. Now, there's a pin here. If you could see that pin, this does not move at all. So I don't know why they even put the pin in there. They could have just molded it one piece. I'm not sure what they did. And then you just take the legs like so, and then you're going to, before you do that, you can just unravel the foot, flip the foot inside. You just unravel the wing that's wrapped around the leg, which I really like that they implemented that. I've seen a couple, I think there was a third-party figure that did that too, which I really liked. But I kind of like when they make the use of the wing like that. And then you're just going to come all the way around. You'll see that there is a tab right here, and that is going to plug in right there. And you just come up, line that up, and that'll tab in right there. And that tabs right in. And then you take the cockpit here, and you just come all the way around, and that'll plug right into the top here, like so. And there you have him in his jet mode. Now he does have a landing gear, and it goes flush with these pegs here, so you can sit him down like so. There's no other landing gear or anything, which would have been kind of neat, I guess, if they would have included something else. But there's that. And then in his jet mode, I do like the paints. I like the Autobot stamp here with the this is very reminiscent of the G1 figure. This whole piece would turn up on him, and the Autobot, the yellow piece would be the nose cone. Really, really nice. Detailed pretty well, and looks just like the G1 to me, or at least pretty close. Now, to get the seat up, go ahead and bring the arms out. Get your nail under here. Oop, get your nail right. Bring the light. Kind of get the light in there. There we go. There's a little gap right here, and you just pull the seat up, kind of like on Fast Clash. And up there, you have that another notch right there, or you put that like that, and he can ride around on his back. So there you go. So let's get a size comparison going for the other figures. Okay, for comparison, let's go ahead and put that down. Leave that there. Over here, and we have Wingspan and his brother Pounce, so you can see what they look like together. Yeah, give you an idea. I mean, I guess you can land on him. I mean, if you really, kind of weird, but you know. So give you an idea of what they look like together. If you want to have them in their alt modes on the shelf. Here is Wingspan with Fast Clash. So get an idea. I mean, his wingspan, given the name, is really, really big. I mean, it's almost twice the length of this guy, which is pretty cool. You know, but that's what they look like. Here he is with Deluxe Class Blur. And as you can see, I mean, the wingspan is still longer than Deluxe Class Blur. So that's pretty cool. I like that they gave him, like, he folds out to be something bigger than just what you'd expect from a typical Legends class figure. I really like that. So on to Cloudraker. Here he is, and bring back his brother. And you can see, I mean, these guys are roughly the same size, which is interesting. So, I mean, they look good. I think they look really nice together, personally. It just reminds me so much of the G1, the wheels being these plain wheels with this just the silver. I think that's exactly how the G1 was, if I remember it correctly. It's been a long time. Like I said, I sold my set a long time ago, so I don't even have them anymore. So there's that. I keep looking to see if there's like an extra landing gear, but there isn't. So there's them together. And then we have him in deluxe class Blur. And Blur, of course, is a lot longer than he is. And then we have him here with Pounce. And, you know, they're actually about the same size, just due to the transformation and how they fold. So, and there they are back together. I'll put Wingspan on this side, Cloudraker on this side, get him out of the way. My final thoughts are as follows. If you are a Transformers fan and you like the G1 era, or you like the idea of having some clone robots, these guys are really cool. Pick them up, $17.99 again at Walgreens. Walgreens didn't sponsor me or anything else. I found these guys like everybody else, except they're very hard to find. They're getting that hard to find. I know eBay prices are hitting about 50 bucks. I found a couple for some friends, and yeah, it's just prices are what they are. I've tried to help a couple people out, and I've been successful in that, getting those out there, but they're so hard to find now, or they're getting to the point where they're harder to find, at least finding a good box. I've seen them again, but their boxes have been just trashed. So if you're not wanting the box and you open them up like I do, I throw my boxes away. I do. Except for my Masterpiece boxes and a few third-party boxes, I throw them away. Don't need them. Don't want them. It's too much stuff. So these guys are really cool. If you do have the Siege on Cybertron or Chaos on Velocitron, Fastlane came with the Siege or Chaos on Velocitron, and Pounce came with the Siege on Cybertron. So these would be a couple. If you have those box sets, then this little box set completes your 4 clones. I don't know if they're going to release these guys separately. I haven't seen anything on that. It would be a shame if Hasbro didn't take the opportunity to release another box set, but instead of having an exclusive, which really kills me, just sell the clones together. Like have the brothers together, have the Decepticons together, the brothers together, and do that way, or do another set that is the 2 guys that were like, that's Pounce and Fast Clash in one box. So if people do have this, they can figure it out, or sell them separately so people can figure out what they have and what they don't. I think that would be a good idea, Hasbro, if you're listening. But these guys are really cool. They're very reminiscent of their G1 counterparts. They look good. They're sturdy. The only one that has a loose joint out of any of them is my Pounce. His leg is a little loose on this side, on his right side, but it doesn't affect anything. And, you know, because I have him in robot mode all the time anyway, so it doesn't affect anything for me at all. But they look good. They're very G1-esque, and I have seen that some companies are already making their weapons for these guys and putting them up for like 15 bucks or 10 bucks, where you can actually buy the guns that look like the guns that came with them, which I've been looking at, and I might invest in it just to have them, because, you know, they had very stylized guns for their original counterparts, or their G1 counterparts. So my review, these guys are a must get if you're a Transformers collector, if you are a fan of the G1 era, or if you're just trying to get all the Titans returns, or you're just a collector. I think it's a really neat set. I think it's definitely worth the $17.99. You are, you know, especially when a Legends class is $9.99 or $10.50 depending on where you're buying them. So you do save a little bit of money for getting the 2-pack, and it comes in a very nice 2-pack if you decide never to open it. So that is my opinion for what it's worth. No one's paid me for my opinion. I'm just doing this YouTube review of my own free will and volition, and I'm very happy to do so. Please like, share, like this video if you liked it. Share this video with your friends, especially if they're looking for these sets. And also, you know, if you have any questions, let me know. Please comment below. If please be nice, you know, I'd appreciate that. But if not, hey, I can accept some criticism, and usually I learn from it. So thank you again so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day.